Well, ladies and gentlemen, I feel like we need to go into a little bit more of a deeper dive when it comes to the ASMONGOLD situation in Dragon Dogma 2, because honestly, this whole situation is ridiculous, and it just goes to show that these people who love to claim that we're the sensitive ones, we're just sensitive gamers that don't like diversity, well, these are the same people that will complain about literally anything and try to get literal people canceled from whatever job that they might be working on simply because they disagree with their ideology or whatever the case may be. Now, we have many examples of, according to this article anyway, from Phantom Pulse, it says Rabid Sweet Baby Inc. defenders cancel ASMONGOLD from Dragon's Dogma 2 promotion. Yes, ladies and gentlemen, we have a massive amount of Twitter tweets that we're going to go over today that showcase everybody losing their mind and trying to cancel ASMONGOLD. So let's get into this article, guys, from Phantom Pulse. But of course, before we do, if you are new here, just consider hitting that subscribe button. I would greatly appreciate it, and like the video to push us out into that YouTube algorithm. Now, we already know basically the main story regarding the whole ASMONGOLD situation. You already know that Chris Kindred over at Sweet Baby Inc. has started this whole nonsense again. But we do have someone here by the name of Virender Singh Jubal that says having ASMONGOLD, who is currently using his platform to harass marginalized folks, is just not it at all. We covered this guy in our last video, but let's talk about the people who we didn't cover. So as of writing this article, Chris has yet to take any accountability for their actions, while his, her, they, them, its employer has remained silent on the matter. However, this has not surprised anyone, given that several gaming journalists have been engaging in a massive disinformation campaign, accusing users of X of actually being the ones harassing them. Now, that's absolutely true. We talk about this all the time. All the mainstream articles out there that are defending and running damage control for Sweet Baby Inc. are refusing to acknowledge what actually started all of this. They omit it from their articles. They refuse to talk about how Chris Kindred was the one that started this all, how Maya Kramer was the one that helped him during the initial harassment campaign against Cabrutus and Sweet Baby Inc. Detected Steam Curator Group. They don't want to talk about this stuff because they know that they're trying to play victim. They know if they can convince people that they're the ones who are being harassed, well, then they know they're going to win. And then this one says from Ryan Easby, ASMONGOLD is a gigantic piece of shit, and the reason we're currently in the midst of what we can only be described as hell, even for people completely divorced from the current situation, the fact that Capcom has decided to platform him in any way is just disgusting. Yes, according to Ryan Easby, ASMONGOLD getting platformed by making him a pawn in Dragon's Dogma 2, well, that's just disgusting. Forget everything else that Sweet Baby Inc. has done to gamers, well, that's just going too far. Then it says Ryan Easby is just one of many individuals who called out Capcom for daring to platform ASMONGOLD, who he wrongly accuses of being the reason for why the controversy with Sweet Baby Inc. began in the first place. While nobody expects these people to have any level of integrity when reporting, it's important to note that ASMONGOLD is not the first person to even talk about the recent drama surrounding them. It's true. If anything, he was one of the last people to talk about it. We've been talking about it for ages, way before ASMONGOLD even touched on it. It says, but since he's a popular YouTuber and he's made his opinions on the matter clear, Mr. Easby has decided to take a poor attempt as painting ASMONGOLD as the leader of the so-called Gamergate 2. Well, that's what they always do, right? So they'll go for the top voices that are in the space, and they'll accuse that person of being the one to start it all. So in this case, it happens to be ASMONGOLD. They want to use ASMONGOLD as the reason for Gamergate 2.0 getting as big as it is right now. Mind you, it was already big before ASMONGOLD even touched it, but then when ASMONGOLD touched it, it grew exponentially. But he is not the reason. He is not the arbiter of it. He is not the sole reason why this started. That would be Chris Kindred, the guy who tried to cancel Cabrutus for simply making a Steam Creator Group. That's all he did. He made a creator group of games he doesn't recommend, and that company got pissy, got angry, and decided to try to get him canceled. That started Gamergate 2.0. Then we got someone here by the name of Robin Bia, whatever the case, I don't know if I'm saying that right, says, emerged from my COVID haze to see Capcom using someone who just mainstreamed a hate campaign against marginalized people in gaming to promote Dragon's Dogma. And I just wish the games industry weren't embarrassing and actively dangerous at every turn. I'm going back to bed. What is so dangerous? Please tell me, what level of danger do you feel you were in? Man, people are so comfortable these days. I gotta tell you, this person right here, Robin Bia, who just got out of bed, decided to make a post from their $1,000 plus iPhone probably, and then decided to lay back in bed, you really must be in severe danger, let me tell you. I mean, the oppression is just wild. If you get to do that, if you get to get out of bed, get to go back in bed after tweeting something on a platform from a very expensive phone, yeah, I would say you're definitely oppressed for sure, without a doubt. Robin Bia, a game critic reporter for Inverse, joined the Cancel Pigs in accusing ASMONGOLD of mainstreaming a hate campaign against marginalized people in gaming, and cried about the games industry for allowing his participation in Dragon's Dogma 2. This campaign to end ASMONGOLD's promotion from Dragon's Dogma has seemingly ended in failure. The official X account for the game has not responded to any of these people, and it seems more than happy to continue on with things. This shows yet again that the narrative attempting to support Sweet Baby Inc. has little to no real power. I agree. We know that Twitter is not real life, ladies and gentlemen, and I keep using this same example, but honestly, it's probably one of the most hilarious examples I have of this entire situation. When Gina Carano, they tried to cancel her at the Fan Expo in Vancouver, they had over 1,000 signatures on a petition to try to get her removed. That failed. Then they said they were going to have a protest, and then when you saw that protest, it was 4 people. 4 people, ladies and gentlemen, out of 1,000 plus signatures on a petition, 4 people showed up to protest. That shows the measure of their actual real life resolve. They don't have any. They don't have any numbers. They are very, 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 very minimal, and they have a much bigger voice on social media. It says 10 years ago during Gamergate, the landscape on social media was very different. For one, most gaming journalists had yet to piss away any and all credibility. And second, Elon Musk now owns X and is allowing gamers to continue these conversations openly and publicly. Yes, these are the 2 major factors that I've spoken about many times. Social media as a whole is completely different than what it was 10 years ago. These tactics that these people are using in Gamergate, there's no fucking way it's going to work this time. They're not going to be able to get away with their bullshit. Everybody has been able to call them out on their nonsense. We know that they're lying. We're able to actually tell everyone else that they're lying, and we can prove it through community notes and everything like that. These mainstream media outlets are having a real tough time lately trying to get away with lying about all bunch of things, because quite simply, community notes just destroys them 9 times out of 10. Elon Musk even dropped his hat into the ring after hearing about the attempts to cancel ASMONGOLD, which I just made a video about before, so if you missed it, please go check it out. Then he says, wow, according to this, where he is reacting to the video that the Quartering, Cabrutus, and Grums all made when they live streamed together. That was a great live stream, by the way. If you missed it, go check it out. But it says right here, Gamergate 2 is underway. Former game executive and developer at Blizzard, Mark Kern Grums, the way games are funded, you don't even use your own money. Even EA, its games are hugely expensive to make their upwards of, $250, sometimes $600 million. This isn't the first time Elon jumped into things regarding Sweet Baby. He also recently retweeted a video showing former game developer Mike Kern, and also known as Grums on X, discussing the issue with modern-day AAA games. So, ladies and gentlemen, if you see these tweets, make sure you laugh at these people. They're an absolute joke. And honestly, I love the fact that Gamergate 2 is on a completely different landscape than it initially was, because we get to see just how far these people are willing to go to try to get their narrative across, and it's failing completely. They are falling flat on their face. They don't like it. It makes them uncomfortable, and we need to continue to do so. They're talking about it being dangerous. There's nothing dangerous about disagreement. That's your problem. You're so obsessed with your ideology that even a simple disagreement is considered dangerous to you, which is hilarious at the end of the day. So anyway, guys, thank you so much for watching this video. I hope you did enjoy it. And if you did, consider leaving me a subscribe. I would greatly appreciate it. Don't forget to like the video, comment, let me know what you thought, and I'll see you guys on the next one. Hypnotic out.